Let's get this. There we go, boys. Gotta get the stream going. Stream's going currently. I am 100% live. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm streaming today, this morning. That's fantastic. It's only gonna be a short stream. I'm thinking a little bit of this, and I'm gonna try some React content because that'd be good. Let's see, what do I got? Spend a little bit, which is okay. I've been busy. I've been working, so. High quality pale audio. Where? Isn't that stuff super rare? I got some arrows. Let's see what I can unlock. I guess I'll get this. Mega glider. Cooler. Out there. Oh yeah, I want to leave that though. Gate, I guess. Defensive wall, yeah. Important. Proof handiwork. Weapons bench. Giga spear. Breeding farm. Wait. Shouldn't I have like okay, I do have a sewer workbench. But I need to build still. Limited workbench. Well, I should probably over here. Oh, that's probably just stuff I throw on the ground for cows too. High quality workbench and medieval workbench. So I probably need to go to bed first, obviously. It's been a little bit. I hope you guys are having a good day. It's been a little bit chaotic, like normal, but I gotta get a good transporter. So penking is actually kind of terrifying for me. Oh shoot. Better. Repair. There we go. Now you're working. Good job, Brushboard. I'm proud of you. That's fantastic. So, you know, what's been going on for me is I've just been working, getting that grind, getting that money. Manufacturing, I'll be honest, has gotten a little bit slow where I live. But that's just because the company, the military, industrial complex has been getting slow coming up to election because one candidate supports going to war and the other one doesn't really support going to war. He wants to end it. So if one candidate wins, my workplace is going to have less work, which kind of sucks because I'm supporting that candidate, but I hope he wins because I want prices of goods to go down because ever since Kamala and Biden have been president, it has skyrocketed, to be honest. And that's the thing that's really interesting is 4 years ago I was paying like $50 whenever I went to the grocery store now, and now I pay a lot more. I pay closer to 150, 200 sometimes, and it's just put a really big dent in my wallet, and it kind of sucks because I bought a house too, and I'm struggling with house payments and stuff, but I think things will be on the up and up. It's and since I really hope Trump wins because I want prices to go down because they've just been going higher and higher, and it's kind of getting ridiculous. Like during COVID, right? Whenever I would go to the store and buy dishwashing soap was like $6, $4 for a large bottle, like big like this. And now it's like $7, $8. Like, are you insane? For a bottle of dishwashing soap? And then like laundry soap, right? That's just even more wild because for a long time it was like $10, $12. And now for a big thing of dishwashing soap, it's like $20, $21. And it's huge difference. And then obviously I have a young kid. So my son's diapers is actually they were like $15 4 years ago, right? And now it's like $20, $25, and that absolutely kills you. Really bad. But auto transport by bales. It's just like one of those things. You don't really notice it unless you're a parent. Like if you're a single dad, just getting off college and everything. Like you don't really know about. You don't really notice it, so that's one of the things. I really hope Trump wins. Oh, and then that strike that the workers had, which is a good thing, by the way. I am so happy they got a 67% increase, but they got to be more careful. The Biden Harris campaign, like if you elect Biden, it's gonna be the same problem. He's just changing the name. She doesn't want to change anything. Trump, on the other hand, will get a lot of that done. I don't know, maybe I'll do some React content because I saw there's a pretty Obama was up on stage at one of the things, and I thought it was pretty interesting. He was talking about lying, and I got some clips. We'll say that. Oh, I think I'm gonna do a stream on that too, like on that day, or I'll be working all night. One of the two, because I think it's important to watch the presidential race. If you don't do it, if you don't watch it, you're kind of missing out, to be honest. And it depends like who you watch too. So. Better. I wonder if I'm gonna die. Ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. Stone. There we go. Yeah, I just need a better transporter. Bad. Bad. Let's see, what can I make? So another, however, I guess that we can on other topics. So I've got a new guy at my workplace, and that's getting new guys and like having to train them is always like interesting because you don't really know what you're gonna get. Sometimes you get somebody like coked out of their mind or cracked up, and this time my new guy's like he's pretty okay, but I had to show him not to. So when you put in the hooks in the crane, right? You gotta hook it in the corner and everything. And he hooked them all on one corner, and so the 1,000-pound piece, instead of like balancing itself out, it was and it just slammed to the ground, scared the shit out of me. I should have been watching him a little bit more, but that happens sometimes to the best of us. I'm not. Sometimes they don't really listen, anyways, because I told them put it in the corner, and people don't really understand gravity sometimes. So things get kind of dangerous and scary pretty fast. My best friend at work's currently out, which kind of makes me sad, but that's okay, I guess. It happens. Get to work. I don't know why I don't have you working. Do. Yeah, it's always kind of interesting getting new people, and I've had people come in like to work high and everything. That gets really scary and dangerous, where like they don't really understand anything. And now when you get somebody that normally at my workplace, so a lot of people that enter my job, it's like their first job or they're just getting out of prison, and I respect that. But a lot of the time, they work really well for a couple weeks, and then you find out that they've relapsed and they're going back into alcohol or they're going back into weed, and then you just see the steady incline of like their work ethic and everything, and that's when things start getting dangerous, where they don't know, they forget how to hook things onto cranes. They start picking up parts, like flipping them over to the backside, right? And it just slides off the table and it slams on the ground. That stuff is scary because sometimes you're working close with each other, and when you're working so close to each other and if it falls down, it can hurt somebody. So I've had big scratches going down my back. I know it's kind of early. I gotta get a little bit before work, so I'm trying to keep this like talking on my stream. So nobody's gonna listen to my little rambling, but it's good practice because the more I talk, the better I get at this, and maybe people start watching me. I really do enjoy this game. I hope Nintendo doesn't take it down, or they're not successful in it. Because this is a good Pokemon game. It's good job. Like clearly, like it's obviously like infringing maybe on some of their copyright, but I don't think it is like egregious enough because Nintendo just makes one type of game for Pokemon, and this is a survival rust type game. Like there's some similarities, but I think the difference is big enough where you can technically argue that it's not infringing on anything. Like like this Pokemon kind of looks like Psyduck. There's a board Pokemon. I know that out there that looks similar to an out there that Pokemon has. To be honest, this is just a ripoff of the Foxfire Pokemon Eevee. To be honest, it's kind of adorable, but it's different enough where you can tell the difference between the two. We held Firefox and Eevee right next to each other. I could tell the difference. That's why I don't think that they're really infringing on any of their copyright. I mean, I guess maybe a little bit, but I don't think it's gonna be bad. I don't think they're gonna win. Oh, look how this works out. Oh my lord, this is actually kind of perfect. I'm actually kind of impressed how smooth how smooth that is. Oh sweet, I can make a metal pickaxe. Sweet, that upgrade's huge actually, because now I'll be able to go out and get more ores and stuff, and it won't break as fast. I had to find a good transporter. Do da, do da, do let's get your shit. Oh, do that day. Oh, do that day. Here we go. What do I need? Sphere and a cooler back. Sort by transport. Oh, I didn't realize I had this guy. That's huge, actually. Because what does he do? Oh, he does planting. Like, he's gonna zoom through that, so that's actually fantastic. I do gotta figure out if oh shit. Yes, I did capture him. Oh jeez, jeez Louise, that was actually get in there. Oh my lord. So I don't believe I got enough life marks, right? Because these guys always run away. These guys always run away pretty fast, so. How annoying. legitimately the most annoying Pokemon to catch. What? You? What's the boss doing? Like, wandering all the way out here? Oh, shit. Oh, that's actually... It's actually like a taunt. Oh, shit. This legitimately would be how I die, is just by a fucking horde of wolves. There we go. I was actually a little bit scared. I was clutching my cheeks on that one. That was pretty sketchy. But did I unlock the saddle for this guy? Oh, I did. I don't remember if I did that last time I played, but that is actually kind of hype. Holy crap, look at all of these eggs. What was going on here? I was actually legitimately scared. I could have flew away. I was being a dum-dum. What's over here? Arrow. Oh, I just defeated. I did not want to do that. But, okay. There we go. Let's get this Pokemon. Get him. I can't believe I almost died. I would have been so sad if I died after coming back. I may have just rage quit right there and we would have gone straight into React content. Oh, it's over here. Level 23, that's higher than me. I'm not doing that. Like, Ruby. This is a new one. I don't know. Ooh, level 21. resources. There we go. Enhance my health while I'm here. Pretty good so far. So I think I'm gonna a little bit, right? Meteorite descent in Paris. I actually do really like the guy that you get from the meteorite. So I may see what level they are. Xenon beta. Oh, that's a huge damn bag. These guys are actually really tough. Please? I just want one. Oh shit. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not happening. I'll be honest. That's not that's not gonna end good for me. Oh. What? I guess I'll take one last gander. It was nice. Well, oh, I can't do. I can't believe that happened. That's actually really sad. Oh. So I'm just gonna start the world. I'm not gonna play on it. That's gonna be. I can't believe that happened. That actually is. How long was this bit of it? 30 minutes before I died. So, return to title. Yeah, that's how that went. So, I. Oh, I can't believe it. So, let's get. So, there we go. Look at that. Got my screen capture. So, I'm gonna go on. I'm sorry, I'm a fan, guys. Okay. Gotta. Gotta go to react, you know? Yeah. This is. This is. So, I guess I'm gonna look at time. Okay. Mm. Actually, I really wanted to like react to this. So
It wasn't true. Even local Republicans said it was not true. And now the people of Florida are dealing with another devastating storm. And I want you to watch what happens over the next few days, just like the last time. You're going to have leaders who try to help, and then you have a guy who will just lie about it to score political points, and this has consequences. Because people are afraid and they've lost everything, and now they're trying to figure out, how do I apply for help?
yeah. See, the issue is like we're sending all this money to like Ukraine and stuff. Well, we need the money here in the United States. I understand we're just sending over equipment, really. I think they sent some funds, but it's like $200 million worth of equipment so far to Ukraine, and we got billions of dollars in Florida, and they're using feet. Actually, I can. Yeah. Here it is. Resurface video shows female execs talking about prioritize LGBTQ hurricane victims first. Like, are you? That's ridiculous. Like, it shouldn't matter what you identify as. You should get it all at the same time. And this guy is
And
really.
some of them may be discouraged from getting the help they need. The idea of intentionally trying to deceive people in their most desperate and vulnerable moments. And my question is, when did that become okay?
It's not okay. Like, it's deceiving people and lying to you is not okay. But what I have seen is FEMA, it looks like it's gonna go to immigrants first, the LGBTQ community, but it should be going to cold-blooded Americans, and it shouldn't be mattering what you identify as. And
I'm not looking for applause right now.
I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty badass.
I want to ask Republicans out there, people who are conservative, who didn't vote for me, who didn't agree with me.
If I was able to vote at the time, I would have probably voted for Obama. I'm not gonna lie, because I have always been in like middle, like leaning left, but not like hardcore right. Right. I would have supported Bernie Sanders. Like that all resonated with me, but now it's more I'm going to the right because I, I look at my check every week and it's lower than what it was when I was in COVID. So
I had friends who disagreed with me on every issue.
the friends that disagree with you is actually you don't always want like a yes man. Like that's really bad. Like in the military, if all of my soldiers don't listen to me, or like if I'm running the radar and I have one other supporting it, and they disagree with me on something, I would encourage them to speak up and talk to me.
When did that become okay? Why would we go along with that? I mean, if your coworkers acted like that, they wouldn't be your coworkers very long.
What? I don't have the context to this to know like what is the lying about.
Business and somebody you're doing business with just outright lies and manipulates, you stop doing business with.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, let's. I think this really there's a highlight in the Kamala Harris debate.
This isn't just YouTube, it's Plux.
In a combat
This is the this is so they're talking about like being honest and everything. This is great.
duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world. The first time this.
Wait, what?
But let's understand.
So where the fuck are we right now?
That's so like when you're talking about like not lying, okay, that's just a clear lie. Like my buddies are currently in a war zone. There's people that were just activated to go to war, and it's not currently a combat zone per se, but you're getting paid as a combat zone because at any moment somebody could run through the gate and suicide bomb. It's something that happens in the military, and I don't. Obama's talking about honesty, but I don't believe Kamala is very honest with the people.
Even if you had a family member who acted like that, you might still love them, but you tell them you got a problem, and you wouldn't put them in charge of anything.
Yeah, if somebody's lying, you don't want them in charge. And so why would I put Kamala in charge? She doesn't even know troops are still in combat zones under her vice presidency. She's gotta be willfully ignorant, or she's just lying to the American people.
And yet, when Donald Trump lies or cheats or shows utter disregard for our Constitution,
Kamala is more likely to violate my rights as an American by taking away my guns, my Second Amendment, rather than Donald Trump becoming a dictatorship. That's what people says. Trump's gonna become a dictatorship this 4 years. Well, the last 4 years he didn't do anything. He didn't violate anybody's
When he
rights.
calls people,
Even the case in New York City saying that he committed fraud. It's going so bad that they could be, the lawyers could be getting sanctioned for bringing it up, and it's obviously an election interference.
POWs losers or fellow citizens vermin. People make excuses for it.
You talk about honesty. Kamala's not very honest this election cycle. Let's keep going. Does not like the idea. Has not heard the book. That's kind of funny.
Stop, bitch. I told you stop. You're a bitch. You know what?
That's funny because when I was single and I went on quite a few dates before I got a little bit fatter, and there's a couple times the angle is very important when you're taking photos. So it looked like they're a lot thinner, right? And then they come in and they're like 300, 400 pounds, and then it's like I don't think this is gonna work out because you can't be honest with me for the first couple minutes. Like if you're on a dating profile and they come in like this, that's not obviously what happened. But whenever I rejected somebody and just walked off after it, people got, like, females got super offended, and this is actually legitimately happened to me. Not that though. To be fair, she did deserve that. Like that's good.
I'm gonna up right now.
No, you that's not okay. Like, what are you doing? Like, I've been rejected. If you, that's ridiculous. Zip from the Tomb Raider games, who explicitly stated to be a ladies' man, has. Why? Why would you adding things like that just to add things is really disappointing. Like that shouldn't. That's ridiculous. You shouldn't. If a character in the game is listed a certain way, and then you make a movie and change it, okay? It should be the same. You shouldn't. That's not okay. That's a checklist, and people are not gonna want to watch it if you're just filling out a checklist because it feels ingenuine. And that's.
I will pay you to kill yourself. I've got.
Okay.
Needs personality when you can switch who you are at the push of a button.
Oh, hello, young lady. Quite a marvelous day, innit?
Why does she talk so weird? Let me play with her.
Well, hey there, little nugget. I'm gonna be the first black female president of the United States of America.
Man, this doll sucks.
Accent switch Kamala can emulate.
Who comes up with this shit? Who does that? Who
any
does
accent
that?
you like, as long as it grants her credibility.
You have les croissants.
Who does that? Who comes up with this? This is the. If you are on Reddit, this is really, guys. What? I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I'm late to this.
Guten Tag. Sie lieben ein Bratwurst.
Who does this? Who thinks of this?
Your mother.
But wait,
It just kills me because it's a Barbie commercial too, and it's just switching the accents like.
There's more. All new Accent Switch Kamala comes with 2 bags of campaign money, a blind eye for illegal immigration, and
A blind eye for you. It's okay. It's accurate.
her
It's all
own
boy.
multi-laugh 3000 generator. Laugh in every way possible. Switch Kamala turn your life into a complete circus.
When you give me more money, like Uncle Joey did.
Don't you wear a little mad? The money's coming.
I don't understand.
Oh, excuse me, honey.
I meant to say, the money is coming. I love ice cream coming on map.
It's Accent Switch Kamala and brand new Tampon Tim.
You know, my grandma always used to say, Kamala Janu, please wash your hands so we can eat our chicken masama.
Whoever comes up with this stuff, like Reddit, you're right. Like whoever. Oh, I'm saving that for later. That's gonna be great. That's and the messed up. It's not wrong because the news outlets like years ago when she became a senator was like, oh, she's the first Indian senator, and now it's female Indian senator, and now she's running this. Oh jeez. Oh, that's gonna cancel me. Why is the new design looks chubby and goofy? Badass. Damn, boy, he's thick. That's great. I like this. He's a little bit.
Milton tiene un desplazamiento hacia el sureste del territorio nacional a una velocidad de 13 kilómetros por hora. Está dejando precipitaciones importantes. Hay que recordar que es huracán categoría 4. Vamos a ver su posible trayectoria, su posible evolución. Bueno, es considerado huracán categoría 4 de momento. El pronóstico es que para el día...
No manches, es raro porque yo escuchando y mi esposo solo hablando español y es Miranda Herrero y yo puedes escuchando y yo entender yo ya sé por qué persona poniendo porque quiero mirando de culo más grande, pero es más importante yo estudiar de huracán.
Día miércoles se degrade a huracán categoría 3 y bueno, posiblemente ya para el fin de semana como un
That's funny. It's funny because I understand Spanish. My wife only speaks Spanish, so seeing this is kind of great. It's pretty funny to be able to look at this and understand it. So I actually, if you look at my Homeworld. So I'm actually a big Homeworld fan. I love the series, and I saw the reviews and I saw the gameplay, and it's not in depth anymore. I guess we may as well, since that's been brought up, I'll go over to Homeworld. And I'll talk about it because so they changed a lot of the dynamics of the ships and everything, and so the ship combat before it was like you would be up higher and then up down lower kind of, and you could do directional damage to the hulls and everything. And they removed a lot of the in-depth things, so like ambushing and flanking, you don't have to be as good at that anymore. And it just took it's not an intensive 8 PM game, and they took away a lot of the depth to it. So Homeworld theme. This is actually, I was super excited, but I don't buy games before I see the reviews anymore. Because I don't have a lot of money, so I have to think a lot more. $40 to me is actually like that's a meal to my family, so I can't exactly.
Interceptor on station, getting thick out here.
I can't exactly be buying games willy-nilly, so I wait. And I looked at the reviews of this, so. Die Hard. But what killed it for me? Cutscenes poorly made. Yep, cutscenes, like the franchise was pretty good, and you know what you get normal. Yeah, they haven't really improved that much. Combat, I love the feeling of your feet moving around, hearing your pilots and commanders scream for help. Johnny, I wanted to save him, I tried. In this game, it feels like playing a Red Alert or some army game. The lives don't matter, just feeding your fleet willy-nilly, firing out units. Okay, yeah, you don't really care as much anymore, and it's movement monoliths thing, but destroyers run on AI generated honeydew melon. What's up? The campaign was meh. Yeah. I guess I don't really. Oh, and then the camera stuff was kind of messed up. Yeah. It's really sad how far this game has fallen from previous games, and it makes me sad.
Many of you came here thinking or hoping or perhaps believing that I may start naming names. Well, that day will come, but it won't be today.
I'm a man.
I'm a man.
I'm a man, man.
And I'm man enough.
I'm man enough to enjoy a barrel-proof bourbon.
Neat.
Man enough to cook my steak rare.
Man enough to deadlift 500, then braid the out of my daughter's hair.
You think I'm afraid to rebuild a carburetor? I eat carburetors for breakfast.
You know, I don't think that's true, because last time I checked, you can't really eat metal. Like that won't go well for you.
I ain't afraid of bears.
That's what bear hugs are for.
I'll tell you another thing I sure as I'm not afraid of. Women.
Is this gonna be some cringe Kamala?
I'm not afraid of women.
I'm not afraid of women.
They want to control their bodies? I say go for it.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with your body. Like, not my word to tell you. I swear, if this is the Kamala,
to start a family? I'm not afraid of families.
They want to be childless cat ladies?
Have all the cats you want.
Yeah, you want to have kids. Yep.
Woman wants to be president?
Well, I hope she has the guts to look me right in the eye and accept my full-throated endorsement.
Because if somebody that wasn't in the White House for the past 4 years, please. I wouldn't mind a female president that's more in the moderate side, like in the middle. But first,
because I'm man enough to support women.
Man enough to know what kind of donuts I like.
Man enough to admit I'm lost, even when I refuse to ask for directions.
Man enough to not ban young women from reading Little Women.
Or one of
What?
Ban young women from reading Little Women.
Or
reading Little Women? Little. Oh, yeah, that
one of those pants
seems fine.
that the sisters like.
I'm man enough to raw dog a flight. It sucked. Not worth it.
If you didn't know what raw dogging is when you go to a flight and you don't have your screen on, you don't look at anything. The only thing you have is the screen that they provide you, and if it has movies, you can't watch movies, anything like that. You just stare at the plane going the entire way. People have been doing this. I don't think everybody follows all the way through. I feel like they just watch, like, videotape like 10 seconds, 30 seconds, and then I don't think anybody actually, people do probably do it, but not the people on TikTok. I don't believe them. They're probably scrolling through TikTok.
I'm man enough to be emotional in front of my wife.
don't be a bitch. Never cry in front of your wife, unless only rarely. Don't make it too often.
My kids.
In front of my horse.
I'm man enough to tell you that I cry at Love Actually.
Goodwill Hunting.
West Side Story.
Goodwill Hunting. I love hunting. I'm gonna take my stepdaughter for the first time to go hunting this year, and we're gonna get a buck or a doe, and I can't wait to share that experience of cutting the deer out in the woods, loading it in the back of the four-wheeler, and coming home, and then we're gonna skin it together and take the meat off and butcher it. That's what's being my man is about.
And Predator.
And I'm sick of so-called men domineering, belittling, and controlling women just so they can feel more powerful.
It's not just women that have the agenda of like me and my wife when we had my son. She asked me, "You want an abortion?" I was like, "No, I don't believe in abortions." And she was like, "Good, I don't either." She's a good Catholic woman, and like it should be by state and it shouldn't be the federal government being the boss. It should be by state.
That's not how my mama raised me.
I love women.
I love women who support their families.
Women who decide not.
My wife is a stay-at-home mom, so she supports us that way. So she cooks, cleans, does all that, childcare, all of that. I go out, I work my butt off. I work in a factory. I'm a steel worker, so.
To have families.
Women who take charge.
And I'm man enough to help them win.
No, do not. You do not want these people. She has been vice president for 4 years. She and President Biden have screwed up the economy so bad, and they should not get a second chance. Because you look at the 4 years of the Trump campaign and 4 years of the Biden-Harris campaign, completely different. Like, I paid $75 for my groceries. Now I pay $150. And I had my kid during that time, and I was still paying $75. It was just me, my wife, my kid, but now I have my stepdaughter, so it would be like $100, $120, but not $175. That's almost doubling what I paid for food. And we don't really eat that much. We get 2 thins of chicken, diapers or towels. By the way, in the store, doesn't sound like a lot, but the kitchen paper towels are like $9. That's ridiculous. When they used to be like $5, $6. That's ridiculous. I'm only 25, okay? And I'm a single dad working, basically. So my wife stays home, I work. It was a lot more reasonable under the Biden. I'm sorry, not the Biden-Harris, the Trump campaign. The people are upset because I think that's fine. What is? Oh. That's great.
So I think really make sure you want to make games.
Let's find out who really runs Meta, and it's not this guy. You see, in order to truly understand who is in charge, we have to figure out who controls what we're allowed to say on the platform and what we're not allowed to say.
My name is Aaron. I've been with Facebook for 2 years now, and I'm a product policy manager.
What does your job entail?
We're part of the...
So actually, it was when Elon Musk took over. It was leaked that the government agencies would send messages to Facebook and all of them and say, "Hey, take down this, take down that." That's a Second Amendment right. Why are they sending takedown notices when Americans talking about free speech? They should not be able to do that.
Writes the rules for Facebook if something violates our standards for safety and security, what Facebook could, should, can do.
Now, that guy who you just watched,
he's going to be an FBI director.
His name is Aaron Berman. He's the senior product policy manager of misinformation for Meta.
Okay.
But check this out. He's also
former CIA. That's I get it. Former how much? Former CIA average salary. Okay, so $36 an hour. Okay. So
CIA, 17 plus years at the agency. And if we look at it,
17 plus years. Why is he working at Facebook? That's ridiculous. He's
examine who Facebook staffs in these positions. A familiar pattern is going to begin to emerge. We got Deborah B, Trust and Safety at Meta, also former
okay.
CIA.
That's
How about Cameron Harris, Trust and Safety at Meta, former CIA.
That's I don't know how obvious you can get. That's pretty obvious that they're now with conspiracy theories, but 17 years at the CIA and then you move over to Meta. Why would you move over unless you're on a mission? Like
CIA. Hagen Barnett, he's the Trust and Safety Operations Lead at Meta, but also former CIA. This ain't an accident, ladies and gentlemen, and it's all.
Yeah, it's because the government wants to control information going in and out, because if you control the information going in and out, then the people are blind, and then you can basically show them you can choose what the public sees and doesn't see. That's why I'm really happy that Elon Musk took over X, because now I see a lot more news and it's not filtered like it used to be. Like before, you wouldn't see things that are controversial you would see more things controversial of Republicans rather than Democrats. And I'm really happy that they're highlighting things that the Democrats are doing wrong. And I'm also happy that they're highlighting what the Republicans are doing wrong. Because both sides, I don't like the far right, and I don't like the far left. I want something more in the middle. I don't want socialism or anything like that. I want the government mainly out of my life and not in my life.
Something that anyone could own. So you can have your own.
Why is commuting to work in Chongqing so hard? So I start by heading down my 18-story apartment with no.
If you're around a group of dudes and they get excited, it doesn't matter where you are in the continent, they all say the same.
Why is commuting to work in Chongqing?
What? I know I've seen this somewhere. I don't know where. Oh, okay. Yeah. If Black Myth Wukong doesn't get Game of the Year, that is basically being stubbed, because that game is fantastic. However, at the same time, when was Helldivers released? I guess it should either be Black Myth Wukong or Helldivers. I think they should get the nomination. What is Fastborn Hungers? What game is that?
The Imperium has changed. I feel it on.
Let's see this. Oh my lord. What? I've never seen a bullet do that before. That's actually kind of interesting. So, huh. It must have been an angle or something.
I made this. Look.
Oh my.
Well, you know, I guess this has been a good enough stream. I think I actually had quite a few more viewers than normal, which is okay with me. I just guess I want to say bye, everybody. It was nice. People stopped in, and there wasn't really people who stopped in and watched, but it was nice seeing. I saw numbers go up to like 4 or 5. So, thank you a lot. See you guys later.